morning, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Harmon Outdoors. Today we're just going to be talking about reels, so let's get real about reels. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. We get up to 250 subscribers, I will be giving out a reel. Now, on to the reels. First, we're going to talk about the Penn Fierce 3 series. I am strictly a Penn guy, I'm not going to lie. I've done all kinds of reels. Personally, though, for me, Penn is my favorite. I am a Penn guy for life. Just plain fact, due to durability. They're not the cheapest, but they're also not the most expensive reels. I'm going to start out with the Fierce 3. That starts out at about $65. For instance, I got 4 of the 2500 series. I got 3 of the 3000s. 2 of the 6,000s and 6 of the 8,000s. Now the 25,000 series, you're looking at a 5 bearing reel with a gear ratio of 6:1 with a max drag of 12 pounds. I personally do inshore fishing, so I got an opportunity to get on larger fish, so I end up using 30-pound braid. And on my 2500, that gives me about 170 yards of line, and the retrieval rate on it isn't bad. It's just under a yard per spin at 33 inches. Now with the 3000s, once again, all the Fierce are a 5 bearing reel. 3000, it gives me 3 pounds more drag at 15 pounds. I also get a little bit more yardage of line with 210 yards and a retrieval rate of 35 inches, so 1 inch under a yard per reel in. So that's not bad at all. Then you jump up into the even bigger class, the 6,000, and that's got a gear ratio of 5:6:1 with 25 pounds of drag. So I just jumped up 10 pounds of max drag. I used 40 pounds of braid on my 6,000s. That gives me about 400 yards, and I'm getting 41 inches of retrieval off of it. And that's for the bigger fish like cobia, bull reds. I mean, if I'm going to be going after some bigger sheephead or whatnot, need that extra backbone, that's also a really good reel to go with. And then the 8,000s, once again, that's a 5:3:1 gear ratio with 30 pounds of max drag. I get 400 yards of 80-pound braid. Now, 80-pound braid, you can pull up anything. Basically, if you got a good knot, you know what you're doing with that. The recovery on that is 44 inches. So, I mean, that's well over a yard per reel in. Now, I use that for bait, mainly live bait, because it's a reel that's over a pound. So you got to think about casting over and over and over with artificials. It's going to wear you down. You're going to feel it at the end of the day. So that's the Fierce. And in total, I've got 15 of those reels, ranging from the 25 to the 8,000. Now, if we move on to the Battle 3, that starts out at $105. It's a 6 bearing, all the way from the 3000 to the 8000. On my 3000, I got a 6:1 gear ratio, 15 pounds max drag. I get 185 yards of 30-pound braid with a retrieval of an inch under a yard. So that's really good when I'm doing my inshore fishing. Then I've got the 4000. Once again, that's for the bigger fish, yet I'm still only 15 pounds max drag. but I get 210 yards of 30-pound braid with the retrieval of over a yard. Then I jump up to the 8,000 on it. I only got one of each of the battles, but my 8,000 is a 4 to 7 to 1 gear ratio with 30 pounds max drag. I use 80-pound braid on that one as well, and I get 390 yards of braid with the retrieval of 38 inches, over a yard per reel, but it's also over a pound as well. I mean, those are all bait rods and reels for me. I really like them. They're durable. They last. Got a collection of them because it's season after season after season. Now, if I'm going to throw artificials, I do like the Conflict series and the Clash series. I got one Conflict, and that's the 3000, and that is an 8 bearing reel with the gear ratio of 6 to 1 with 15 pounds of max drag. Artificials, I use a lighter braid on it, which is 20 pounds for me, and that gets me 200 yards. And I got 35-inch retrieval, just 1 inch under a yard. But the reel itself only weighs 9 ounces. And this is the Clash 2, and that starts out in a price range of $155. It's fantastic for throwing my jig heads, just throwing some crankbaits, whatever I want. It's a perfect reel to sit there and hook up with the light to ultralight pole. So I really enjoy that. And then I also got the Clash 2500. That's a 9 bearing reel with the 6 to 1 gear ratio. It's got 12 pounds max drag. Once again, I use 20-pound braid on it because it's an artificial pole for me, and I get 185 yards out of it with 33-inch retrieval, and it's only 8.8 ounces, so it's half a pound. So, I mean, there's a big difference on casting and casting and casting when it's a lighter reel. And then I also have the 3000 series as well. It's also 6 to 1 gear ratio, and it's a 15-pound max drag, and I get 205 yards out of 20-pound braid with 35-inch retrieval, just under a yard, and it only weighs 10.1 ounces. And the Clash, it's a higher dollar, but it's 210, and if you fish like I fish, I'm making a living off of it. These are reels that are going to last me and last me and last me. They're easy to maintain, easy to take care of, and they can take fish after fish after fish, and they're dependable. I don't get a lot of wind knots out of them, anything like that. And honestly, personally, I'm out on the water 250 days out of the year on average, give or take. And I know most fishermen would love to be out there that much, but aren't able to be out there that much. But it speaks a lot to Penn, in my opinion, on how much time I actually spend on the water, casting, fishing, catching fish, and bringing them up. And they work time in, time out, time in, time out. I think I've only retired 2 reels, and those were the Pursuits, and those were after 6 seasons. So once again, I can't go away from Penn. I'm hooked on Penn reels. People have sat there and put other reels in my hands. Yeah, they're light, they're great, they're smooth. You get the same thing out of Penn. The only problem is you don't get the durability, and you look at that price tag, and the price is way up there when you're going to get the same result out of something that is backed by a 1-year guarantee. I've never had an issue except one time with one of my live liners. The drag system wasn't working right. Sent it in this year, no problemo. I was without my reel for 2 weeks. Came back, great working condition. Got right up on a 6-foot shark on the 8000, and it did its job. Lots of fun to play with, but once again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you all have a happy new year. God bless. Be safe out there.